In this Lords of the Fallen video, I'm going to be showing you the ultimate Deralium farm for the early, mid, and late game. This guide is designed to help you get your weapons and gear leveled to +9 regardless of what stage you're in, while still providing you with some decent vigor and other materials like ammo pouches, mana stones, brio stones, and many other consumables. Just keep in mind the channel provides builds, news, and guides for Lords of the Fallen, so if you're interested in staying up to date with all things Lords of the Fallen, subscribe now. With that said, let's dive into the video. Before we get to the farm location, I want to give you guys a few quick tips on how to boost your item discovery so we can make the farming a little bit more efficient. The first and easiest is the Lucky Paw item. You will generally pop these every single time you make a run to boost your item discovery. You can get these very easily from Theric. He sells these for 500 vigor and he typically hang out in base or near vestiges that you recently discovered. Again, these cost 500 vigor, but each of the methods I'm going to show you to farm will give you more than enough vigor for you to sustain doing this every single pull, and of course you should pop this every single pull that you do. Next, I would highly recommend when you have a chance to have a Neelic rune in your shield. This will help you with a bit of extra item discovery. These can be found by soul flaying the mimic moss things that like eat you whenever you come out of the ground. This is again a little bit optional and they're a little low drop chance, so you may or may not have access to this, but you should put this generally in your shield if you want to get a little bit of extra out of your item discovery. Lastly and finally, we have the Bountiful ring. This can actually be found extremely close to the last farming location, and this ring will basically just boost your item discovery. I'm going to show you when we get to the final farming location, but yeah, you should definitely have this as well. With that said, let's jump into the early game location to farm. So the first location is at Fern, or the Vestige of Valde. The location is going to be to the left here where there is a closed door. Some of you may or may not have this door open. I'm going to show you how to quickly open this and then continue on to the farm. Now starting off, you will go into the Umbral Realm and walk your way up to the top. There are going to be quite a few enemies in this location that you need to kill, all providing you with different types of resources, some of them providing you with the smaller shards, and the big guys providing you with the larger ones that's going to be used to upgrade your weapons. So as you can see, going through this run, there are quite a few enemies and they can be a little bit tough, and you use this particular farm just to get yourself one weapon that's +8, +9, so that you can use it through the game until you get to the next major farm. Now you can absolutely continue to do this farm, but of all the 3 farms, this one is the least efficient, and you probably figure that since it's the earliest one of all the farms. After you finish up killing this mob, you just go all the way back, rinse, repeat, pop your paw, do it again, and just get yourself as many as you want. Now on to the mid-game farming location, and this is the Leprosarium, or the Vestige of Brother Jeremiah. Just like in the previous location, I'm going to show you where you need to walk from this vestige. Quick note here, if you did not get this gate open, on the right you will just go to the Umbral Realm, go across the bridge, and then go across the roof, and then unlock the door from behind. Now as you can see, I did put down a seed here, and that's for the mob that spawns down this hallway. Now once you kill this mob, ideally if you have a really good range build, you can actually just keep killing him and just let him sit there and go back and refresh. Just constantly do that. You don't necessarily have to walk over it, and that's pretty much it for this farm. Now if you want to get the most out of your lucky paws and maybe farm some other items, I'll show you the route that I do so that you can maybe get a little bit out of it. And that is the route that I do to get a little bit of extra out of it. It does give you some resources like ammo pouches, mana stones, brio stones, pretty much anything that you want to use in the game. So a pretty decent farming location for a mid-game character. Before we jump into the final location, if you do enjoy these no-nonsense, very to the point guides, leave me a like as well as subscribe to the channel. Subscribing actually helps me grow as a creator, and it helps me continue to make really good guides like this one that helps you guys out. Alright, now on to the final location, and this is the Empyrean. And just like how you see on screen, we are at the Empyrean, and you're just gonna follow the route that I go. Up here on the right, there will be a bountiful ring. I'm going to show you exactly where it's at, but you will need to finish up the area going through it and unlock this door. And this will lead you to the judge fight. But before you get to the judge fight, you will notice a vestige that I have set down here, and this is going to be the late game farming location, as this one is, in my opinion, the best farming location available in the game. You get a lot of gear, a lot of items, and very similar to the last location, you can just kill them and move on if your build allows for it. Obviously, I don't have that kind of build yet because this is a first playthrough character and not a new game plus 20,000 playthrough of showing you guys this. But yeah, highly recommend this location, and this is objectively the best location for this farm. With that said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope this guide helped you guys out so that your playthrough of the game can be as smooth as possible, or you can just finish out some of the weapons because there's quite a few that requires quite a bit of upgrading materials. With that said, I really appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. Leave me a like as well as subscribe to the channel for more Lords of the Fallen content, and I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Later.